Hello everybody, I'm the Sonic Arrow, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Goodbye Despair. So, we're gonna begin with a gym leader fight. Although, wait a minute, we're level cap 25. When does Burmy evolve? Level 20. Alright, well, are we a male or a female Burmy? Because if it's a male, then it's a Mothin. Alright, get the, let's get the spin wheel back up. So we have male, female. So, join me as we spin the wheel and see if we have a male or female Burmy. Female. Alright. It's time to flip the coin now. Does Burmy evolve or does it die? Heads. Damn it! Alright, Burmy got crit by a freaking Weedle with Poison Sting. It was too low on health. I never should have risked it. So Burmy dies. That's a shame. Well, Burmy is now dead. So, let's go on to challenge Ekritique Gym. We must flip the coin. If we get heads, that Pokemon wins. I'm gonna flip a coin to see if we lose one Pokemon. Because, yeah, that's how I've been doing it. So, either we beat the gym with one Pokemon, or one Pokemon dies. So, that being said, our first Pokemon wins. We're done. That's it. We can now add the Ekritique Gym Badge to our arsenal. So, it is, I think, the Fog Badge. Oh, let me check. Fog Badge. Okay, it's the Fog Badge. And now we add that to our badges. Alright, we are now good to start everything. Except gym leaders. We can now go up to level 31 for Cianwood City. So, our level cap is 31. And now, that means, at this point, Bagon can now evolve. I'm scared. Pretty sure Coughing can now evolve, too. $35, nope. How about Apom? Nope, needs to be level 33. Anorith? $40, nope. Ivysaur, no. Jinx does not evolve. Seal? It's level 34, okay. So, none of our Pokemon except Bagon can evolve, and we must now see... Bagon's out. Bagon's out. It died to a critical bite from a freaking Raticate around... I don't remember what route it is, but it's to the west of Ecruteak, so... Bagon, we had a good run. So that means I'm gonna bring in... Oh... It's a fighting type. Poison type. I'm bringing in the poison type. So, Coughing is now the front of our party. Well, that's a bummer. But, now we can decide which Pokemon we can catch now. So, let's do so. So, over here we have Route 38, 39, Olivine City, Route 40 and 41. So we can catch a Pokemon on Route 39, Route 40, Route 41, Route 48, and Route 47. So we can catch 5 Pokemon. So that means... 5 Pokemon. Okay. It is time to generate another Pokemon from 1 to 493. 125. Did we already get a Pokemon from that evolution line? Let's find out. Number 125. That's Electabuzz. But that's Gen 1, so, well, technically Elekid is the evolution of Electabuzz, and Elekid exists. So, we gotta go for Elekid. Even though that's number 239, Elekid is still available in Gen 4, so we caught an Elekid. So, you know, whatever. I'll take it. So, that means, after being released from the funhouse, we went back to our lives, our less than ordinary lives. Back to living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, our day began with us all gathering at the restaurant. You know? Every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is. The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. Of course it feels spacious. There are less than half of us here now than there were at the beginning. Get it together! Oh, did you hear something? It's Nekomaru. That was Coach Nekomaru's voice. What are you talking about? He's no longer... What are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that. Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone. More importantly, I'm starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant. Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Terra was. Don't ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you about something important. Important? This. It took me all night to make it. Is that a Nekomaru doll? Minimaru? I took some parts from him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it freaking adorable? Oh. It's so cute! Thanks, I'll keep it. Huh, never said anything about giving it away. Don't be so stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right? Whoa, hey now, that's a bully's logic. Well, it doesn't matter. I made this to cheer you guys up anyway. And as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know, about Nekomaru's sacrifice for us. We're standing here today because of him. So if we're going to prevent something like that from ever happening again, I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away. I gotta admit, never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome. Heh, of course. In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life. So I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me. Miss Sonia, what do you think of my little pep talk? Oh, did you say something? What? I was up all night memorizing that speech. And there's the punchline. I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi. Yeah, I'm only half as happy to be thanked by you. Oh, by the way, you can always use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points. Are you serious? That's amazing! I made it after all. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Okane looks really happy. Anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do. You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the friggin' time. But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the last class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous bastard, but he's crossed the line, you know? That's even more reason we should avoid him. But even if we do avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us? Nagito's sudden change was really weird. I wonder, did he figure something out that we're not aware of? Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? Huh? That? You know, what Nagito said during the trial. You still don't realize it? Geez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course. What did he mean by except for Hajime? Are you really the traitor after all? No, it's not like that. I didn't really want to say it, but I guess I have no choice. To tell you guys the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never part of Hope's Peak Academy's primary department. I'm a reserve corps student from the reserve department. Reserve department? It means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent at all. Apparently, I'm just a normal person. Is that all? What, that's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that. It's not something that I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had talent all along. But, shit! My whole life I've just wanted to feel confident about myself, and I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I had finally become someone I could be proud of. Not some fucking backup student. Cheer up, Hajime. Doesn't matter if you're from the reserve department. She is right. No matter what, you are our friend. You know, there is a saying in Japan. Fear is grateful for the danger. The hell? You're saying that all wrong. So everyone was here. It was a real close battle. I apologize. I was just trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong thing. Well, it doesn't matter. Stuff is just hard to say sometimes. Huh? That's weird. Maybe you can't see me? Whoa, what the heck? You're covered in blood. Ah, you saw me? Yes, that's right. The Mana Beast this time was very strong. Gross, don't get close to me. Get out of here. No gratitude. I'm being treated like filth. Hey, why don't you clean that blood off? We're trying to eat. Ah, yes, I'm ashamed of myself. Wipe, 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 wipe. There we go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. After a fierce battle that's never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last Mana Beast. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island. I see. What a thin reaction. It's like I'm surrounded by tons of shabu-shabu from an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Don't tell me. This again? You're gonna say stuff like, it's not like we can get off this island, why bother going to the new island? Well, it's true that I don't really expect much. But who said we weren't gonna go? Obviously we're gonna go, dumbass. Huh? Assuming we were thinking about running away was a mistake. Because if we can't run, we'll fight! I'll crush everyone who puts us through this crap in one blow! A fight? Seriously? That fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know? Why, did you forget what you said earlier? Dumbass, I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia. Don't brag about that. If you have the power to fight among yourselves, then direct that power toward our enemy. It's a grape sucker kind of day. I don't know, let's go forth. Offense is the best defense. Right, now's not the time for us to be bickering. I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil. I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way to that new island. Future Foundation, Monokuma, Monami, I'll crush them all at once. Even me? You guys seem reliable. Hey, don't talk like you're not included. You're our friend too, you know. You're right. Then I gotta do my best too. Absolutely. As we left the restaurant, the expressions on our faces were clearly different than they were before. They were filled with strong will and determination. Armed with that, we began walking toward the last island. But the cause of my heart still lingered. Couldn't stop thinking about the reserve department. And that filled me with a strange and uncomfortable feeling, like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. Chapter 5. Smile at hope in the name of despair. So is Nagito gonna be the victim this time? Because hope and despair. With the Monomi's gone, we cross the 5th bridge and arrive at the final island. Enormous buildings towered ever, as if the entire island were one gigantic city. It felt very sci-fi, as though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis from the near future. It looks straight out of Kingdom Hearts, because it looks like the world that never was. All the white and black tones, all the gray lingering in there, the occasional splashes of color. I mean, that huge tower right in the middle of the screen reminds me of where Sora fought Xemnas in the world that never was. I mean, it looks like that. Either that, or it looks like the 104 building from Shibuya, or the 104 building that was in The World Ends With You. It's one of those. Like, it definitely looks like the world that never was from Kingdom Hearts, though. Because on the left side of the screen, up at the top, it looks like the giant building mech that we had to battle before fighting Final Form Xemnas. I don't know, I just see Kingdom Hearts in this. It's my favorite game of all time. Walking the walk. Walk so many steps, I guess. Street stalls. Hey, Fujiko. I was wondering who was lured by the smell. I expected Akane, though, not you. I wasn't lured by the smell or anything. Looks like the street is full of food vendors, but as you can see, there's no customers or staff. Only the food is here. Normally, a street like this would be bustling with activity, but there's no one here. It's actually pretty creepy to think about. Hidden Monokuma. Don't groan like that. Hmm. Black smoke is billowing from the building in back. Is this some kind of factory? It's got Monokuma's face on it. I'm sure it's a shady factory anyway. Ah, Hajime, good timing. What's up, Chiaki? This building clearly looks suspicious, right? I was thinking it might be good if I thoroughly look around inside, but since it clearly looks suspicious, I thought it would be dangerous to go alone. And do you want to go inside together? Surprised you didn't say, okay, why are you hesitating? Alright, I'm going. Hey, Hajime, you're the kind of person who waits until the very end to eat their favorite food, aren't you? How could you tell? I like to eat my favorite foods first. So, instead of the warehouse, let's start with the factory. I guess you're right. Alright, and I'm going inside. Well, what the heck is this? What was being manufactured one after the other and being carried away on a conveyor belt was Monokuma. The conveyor belt is endlessly moving through this enormous machine. A coconut tree carried by the conveyor belt is processed and eventually made into this stupid thing. The Monokumas are being tossed in this gigantic basket one after the other. They better not be real. I picked one up with my hand. I see, so these are plushies. Monokuma plushies. Ah, the real Monokuma is sort of like a plushie too. But unlike him, these are probably actual plushies. Harump, isn't the resemblance uncanny? They're my life-size plushies. life-size plushies. I was planning to hit the big time with these. That's why I'm making them like crazy. I'm gonna be rich! But you made way too many. You're gonna be overstocked when it's all said and done. Monokuma's life-size plushie. I don't want it. I see. This is a place for manufacturing life-size Monokuma plushies. What kind of messed up place is this? Don't look down on me. Do you really think it's just for life-size plushies? There's a lot more Monokuma merch in the goods warehouse next door. What should we do? Honestly, I really don't feel like going. What if there's some kind of important clue? What are you gonna do? You're right. Then we should go there just for a little while. Without thinking, I peeked into the piled up stacks of cardboard boxes. Rustle, rustle. There's a Monokuma calendar, a Monokuma sandbag, and even a Monokuma guitar. First, there was the Monokuma archive in the funhouse, and now there's a plushie factory and all these goods. How full of himself is he? Mascot popularity doesn't last forever. I gotta earn the big bucks while I can. Mascot that isn't popular anymore is like a piece of candy without any sugar. In other words, it has no reason for existing. He's starting to talk even crazier. There's a bunch of books stacked up high. What in the world are these? Monokuma's poetry collection? How stupid. Who in the hell is going to read this crap? There's another book here, too. Let's see. Monokuma's Most Precious Moments. That's the actual title of this book, but it's a collective nude photos. Monokuma's already naked. I know. It's like I can tell just from the ambience. There are no important clues here. Well, at least we confirmed that. Bunch of cardboard boxes stacked on top of each other. There are various goods inside them. They even hold appliances and musical instruments. They're probably used for packaging goods before they're shipped. It's like they're waiting to be shipped, but I don't. These are ever going to leave this island. I don't think these are ever going to leave this island. This looks like a Monokuma panel, but why so many? I was thinking about using these to decorate the stores that sell my merch and make them look all boom! Then they'd stand out, you know? No store would sell your stuff. Of course not. You're such a fool. That's why I opened an official Monokuma shop. I'm thinking about opening chains all over the world. Of course, my attraction will be my life-size Monokuma plushie. Oh, I'll find it in a minute. I'll grab my flashlight. Can't believe you thought that far into the future when you made these. Your business is doomed to fail. Enough already. You have no business sense anyway, so just stop it. Hey, don't say that. Let's do our best together. We'll be as popular as Pogs were in the 90s. Don't you remember how long those stayed popular? Besides, if you're serious about opening business, you've already committed a major mistake. Because there's no merch of me! Oh, mon ami, my little sister, don't you know the Aesop's fable about the rabbit and the bear? Not a tortoise? A long time ago, there were these two old guys. Two old guys living together? The old guys thought rabbits aren't as popular as bears. The end. Huh? Did you even need the old guys in that story? So even if I made merch of you, it's pointless. A half-pink rabbit is so lame, you don't even have 1 ounce of good fashion sense. You did this to me! You're the one who has no fashion sense. Oh, no. Ora! Hey, Jojo! Honestly, I can't help but feel like I might have made too many panels. So whoever wants to decorate the room, please do it as much as you like. Come on, what are you waiting for? Hajime, let's run. You're right. We ran out of the warehouse, narrowly avoiding Monokuma's plan for inventory disposal. Good idea, kids. It's like you just got tired. Yeah, you're right. Outside. Let's check on our pet. Jabberwock Army. That thing over there. Is that a tank? Is it real? Not just that, there's a lot of other stuff here that looks really dangerous. Man, this place is boring. Boring? What are you talking about? There's a tank here. Huh? I like strong dudes. Weapons don't excite me at all. A real man fights with his fists. That goes for women, too. You want to battle a little? If you can rest on my boob pillows. No thanks. Boob pillows? I must win! No. This appears to be a military base. Is that so? Despite the fact that this island is quite small, the military technology here seems rather extensive. These might prove useful when the time comes to combat the Future Foundation. Useful? There's no way we'd be able to operate stuff like tanks and heavy weapons. Huh? Really? In my country, even a child in grade school can operate a tank, no problemo. No problemo! A course in modern warfare is a required class in all our grade schools. An obsession with anime, and now this? Sonya's country never ceases to baffle me. However, weapons are only weapons when humans start to use them. If no one uses them, they are nothing more than scrap metal. You're right. Unfortunately, the stuff in the base probably won't be useful to us. No, that is wrong. Huh? Well, I've discovered a puzzling document in the tank operator's seat. That's the Future Foundation's insignia. Jabberwock Island Development Plan? Well, what is this? I assume it belongs to Monokuma, and it was placed rather ostentatiously. I do not know how much we can trust it. Do you think it could be a useful clue? Monokuma probably did leave it. Like you said, it's hard to know how much we can trust it. So what does it say? Beyond what is written here, I do not know much. But it does document Jabberwock's Island redevelopment plan at a considerable length. What's that plan? To place Jabberwock Island under the Future Foundation's control and prepared as a central headquarters. A central headquarters for the Future Foundation? I thought Jabberwock Island was a tourist destination. Why would the Future Foundation be interested in it? In actuality, there was something written in here that caught my attention. The travel agency that managed Jabberwock Island went bankrupt, so the island was uninhabited for a long time. Because of that, the island was unaffected by the incident, which allowed them to easily gain a foothold. Wait, hold on. This place was uninhabited for a long time? If that's true, the maintenance here has been way too attentive. The items in the supermarket are always stocked, and the hotel is still really clean. Could that the Future Foundation's responsibility? Could that the Future Foundation's responsibility? But more importantly, what's the incident? What does it mean that the island was unaffected by it? I cannot discern that from this passage alone. Simply reading this will not help me grasp what those words mean. However, there is one more thing that caught my attention. There's more? Do you remember the guidebook to Jabberwock Island in the library? It was written there that the central island has a large administrative building. However, we could not find that building anywhere. We even commented on how strange that was, right? But according to this plan, the building the Future Foundation is planning to use for their headquarters? Could it be that same building? They are planning to rebuild it and use it as the Future Foundation's headquarters, or so it is written. What the heck? It's so inconsistent. How do you rebuild a building that doesn't even exist? Damn it, what the hell's going on? We were so distracted by all the horrible situations that kept happening one after the other. We might have overlooked a more pressing issue, and that is the mystery of this island. But what's really going on? This mystery doesn't make any sense. No matter how much we think about it, there's no reason behind it. It's a military truck. There's something in the cargo box. Firearms, and there's a ton of them. That's a lot of different weapons, like guns and anti-tank rockets, carelessly stacked in here. Is it really alright to handle these carelessly? This is a tank, right? Is it real? Can it move? A helicopter. This helicopter. Is this helicopter money used to execute terror? This helicopter. Don't screw with me! Bam! Ow! Hajime, what happened? It's nothing. I'm fine. Couldn't help punching it, but I just ended up hurting my fist. Damn it, I'm so weak. One of the monitors can use tap contact us, blah 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 blah. Another truck. Is this a military truck? Like the airplane at the first island, this looks like it already has an engine inside. I don't even know how to drive. And besides, it's not like I can escape this island by driving off of it. Bro, it's driving. You just put your foot on the gas and watch the speed. Watch where you're going and steer with the wheel. Watch the gas. Make sure there's nothing behind you when you merge into the other lane if you're on the highway. Sea King Industries. Weird. There's a bunch of strange machines lined up in all directions. It feels very sci-fi. Sea King Industries. Huh? They're a company that specializes in manufacturing electric insulation and other machine parts. They're a mid-sized company with only 100 employees, but they're the biggest corporation on Jabberwock Island. And this place looks like a research facility. For a mid-sized company, this is a pretty nice facility. I guess so. I only read about them in a pamphlet next to the reception desk. Besides, the size of this company isn't the issue here. This company obviously doesn't make machine parts, so just what the heck are they making here? He's right. It's like they're making something more dangerous. It seems like it might be a good idea to thoroughly investigate this place. That's a mono beast. But this machine is making another machine? The finished product looks like it's modeled after a four-legged animal. Hey, doesn't that animal-looking machine remind you of anything? Are you talking about the mono beasts? Is there any chance that those mono beasts were created here? The mono beasts were created here? Yep, that's what this place is for. No matter how much you insist it's a game, people won't be convinced if a place like this doesn't exist, right? That's why it's just fine. What the hell did he mean by that? He wasn't making any sense at all. Doesn't matter who's convinced, because I'll never be convinced. I mean, this place is for manufacturing machine parts. Why are they able to create such a dangerous robot in a place like this? Does that mean Monokuma took over this place and modified it to do this? Damn it, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So what are you doing? This automated machine looks like it's making something. Is this a mannequin? It's a humanoid machine. Is that a robot? Seriously? How can they make robots? Hey, just how far did this technology advance without me knowing? Do you think Nekomaru was made here? It's a similar humanoid robot. It's possible. Maybe. But why would a company that manufactures machine parts have access to this kind of technology? I don't know. Maybe this place is somehow connected to the Future Foundation too? There's a hidden Monokuma. Did I talk to Kazuichi already? Hey, Kazuichi, get a hold of yourself. Huh? Why? Why? Because you just started laughing all of a sudden. Well, obviously, what else am I gonna do except laugh? I mean, it's just so childish. But what are you talking about? Well, there's a computer over there, so I started snooping around to see if I could find any clues. Whoever's using this computer must have been sending emails to his buddy or something. He was probably trying to write a manga or something. He sent one of his story ideas to his buddy. Such a horrible, delusional story. I was so embarrassed to read it that it gave me goosebumps. Delusional story? So, what was written in the email anyway? Well, I'll start with the idea for the story. Apparently, global riots are occurring in various regions around the world. These riots were caused by high school students. I mean, seriously? That's not realistic at all. So these riots just kept growing as people grow more dissatisfied and frustrated with society, until eventually it spreads like an infectious disease all over the world. Footage of the riots started getting circulated, and strange incidents started occurring one after another. A hopeless anxiety instantly spreads throughout the world as the end of the world gets closer and closer. End of the world? I know, right? Sounds like something a lame high school band would think of as a song title. Whoever wrote this needs to come up with better story ideas, because that wasn't realistic at all. I mean, students causing a riot on that scale is totally impossible. I'd never believe it for a second. But I learned a valuable lesson. I should always delete embarrassing emails right away. Hey, about that, are you sure it's okay to say that it's just a made-up story? Of course. I mean, unrealistic things might happen in real life from time to time, but there's no way this is real. It's just impossible that It's more impossible than a notebook that kills people just by writing in it. You're right. It's just a lot of unimaginable things have kept happening to us, so maybe I'm getting a little confused. With the world ending, there's no way something so unbelievable could actually happen. Well, at any rate, it's clear now, isn't it? What's clear? This used to be Sea King Industries, but it's not anymore. After this island became uninhabited, Monokuma took over this place and modified it without permission. He did all this just to shock us. That's the reason? It's not so weird. This whole time he's been doing similar stuff to us, but why? Maybe there's a bunch of crazy rich dudes who are into this stuff? They're the ones who are making us kill each other. Those bastards get off on watching kids kill each other. Wait, hold on. Now that I said it out loud, that's actually a terrible assumption. If that's true, then our fates are in the hands of those rich, perverted bastards. That sounds like something that would happen in a work of fiction. But the thought of it actually happening in reality is definitely unsettling. If only they knew. Hey, Hajime, I was looking for you. What's up, Fuyuhiko? I was thinking you probably finished exploring this island by now. You're right. I think I've explored Ever at least once for now. Then do you want to meet up with everyone and discuss things? Yeah, I don't mind. I figured it would be annoying if we all went back to a hotel for this, but there's a street nearby lined with food vendors, so I told everyone to meet up there. I'm headed over there right now. Hurry up and come over. After letting me know, Fuyuhiko left the area. He actually took the time to tell everyone about that, huh? Well, now's not really the time to be impressed by something like that. It'd be bad to make the others wait. I should hurry over to the streets with the food stands. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Huh? What about Nagito? Who cares? It's not like he's our friend or anything. I couldn't get in touch with him. I don't know where the hell he is or what he's doing. So how'd it go? Did you learn anything about the Future Foundation? Not really. Like, I feel I learned stuff, but I also feel like I didn't learn anything. It's not clear which information we found is believable, if any. I believe there's no question that the Future Foundation is behind everything that has been going on. Are we sure about that? Huh? Well, what are you saying? If they're not our enemy, then what are they? If they're our ally, there's no way they'd trap us on this island. That's true, but there's something I've been thinking about. Monami works for the Future Foundation, right? She's pretty much admitted it by this point. But even though Monokuma is forcing us to kill each other, Monami's been opposing him. You mean pretending to oppose him, right? No, I don't think she's pretending. They clearly hate each other. Then it's possible that the enemy of our enemy is actually an ally. Because she opposes Monokuma, you think she's our ally? Even if they both oppose one another, it's not possible that they are both our enemy? Like a three-way battle. That's kind of hot. Why, after all this time, are you suddenly backing up the Future Foundation? Are you talking like that because you're actually a traitor that's working for them? Don't be a fucking idiot. No way, you're clearly suspicious. I mean, if you don't... Kazuichi Soda, shut up. Yes! There never was a traitor. Monokuma lied to us. Lied? It is simply a false entity that Monokuma made up so we would be suspicious of each other. How can you not believe in your friends after everything we have endured together? Weak. How weak. Instead of facing the problem directly and overcoming it, you're desperately trying to run away. The weakness is hopeless. Nagito? Nagito, where have you been this whole time? I wonder where your thought process wandered off to. As usual, you guys just keep running around in circles. What are you, hamsters? Oops, if I compare you guys to hamsters, will I get yelled at by that weakling who dropped out? What is that? You asked where I've been this whole time, right? Well, I was in the middle of looking for someone. Looking for someone? I thought that person might have already arrived, but I guess I was wrong. Or maybe that person is hiding in a secret location and carefully watching us? Hey, who are you talking about? Are you saying there's someone else on this island besides us? It's probably a survivor of the killing school life. If so, a lot of things might start adding up, don't you think? Are you talking about Byakuya? He's the survivor you're talking about, right? Huh? Oh, I see. You guys have only reached that stage. What stage? You're not making sense at all. But still, if you think about it properly, you might be able to figure it out. Why would Byakuya, a survivor of the killing school life, die in vain like he did at the very beginning? Don't you think it's strange? What does that mean? The issue is not what he means. Please take back what you said about Byakuya dying in vain. Yeah, listen to Miss Sonia. You've been acting very strange lately. I do not like this version of Nagito we've been witness to. I don't like you either. Well, I never liked you in the first place. Aw, looks like I'm being hated. Well, that's understandable. There's no way you guys can even comprehend my suffering. Knowing the truth can be pretty painful in its own way. The truth? What truth? What do you know? Curious, are you? But why don't I tell you guys after we've found out who the traitor is? Huh? To tell the truth, I still haven't figured out who the traitor is. But it won't take me very long. You guys don't have to worry. I'll weed out the traitor, even if it costs me my life. You're gonna weed out the traitor? As I've already said, there is no traitor. Yeah, I'll bet in the end you're just gonna raise your hand and go, I'm actually the traitor, right? Hahaha, you're a funny guy, Kazuichi. But why don't I tell you guys that after we find out who the traitor is? If I'm able to wipe out all the despair on this island, will I? Will I become the ultimate hope? Ultimate hope? What the hell are you talking about? Have you finally lost your damn mind? I should get going, but if you see Monokuma again, there's something I want you to tell him. Tell him he doesn't need to provide a motive anymore. Huh? Tell him not to worry because I'm planning to go all out. Besides, the next one will probably be the last. Nagito, what does that mean? Bye. Nagito ignored Shiaki's question and left us. We were powerless to stop him. It was clear to us that trying to stop him would just be useless. I don't want to think about it, but could he be planning a kill? A kill? Who? Who's he gonna kill? Based on how he's talking, it looks like his target is the traitor. There is no such person. I mean, the notion that one of us has been deceiving us all along, I will never, ever believe that. Like Sonya said, I can't believe it either. I don't think any of us could do that. But what if it's Nagito? Or what if whoever it is has forgotten about it? What if the traitor has forgotten that they're the traitor, just like how I forgot that I don't have a talent? Well, regardless of who he's targeting, there's a high chance he's planning to kill, right? Then we gotta tie him up again. Forcing him to stop is the only way. It's impossible. Nekomaru's not even here anymore. Heh, I've got what it takes to deal with someone as weak as him. Then that's a yes, right? Just leave it to me. Once I come up with a plan, we'll meet up again. Tie up Nagito, huh? Kazuichi is right. It's dangerous to let Nagito wander freely. If we're being cautious, we have to act fast. But what is this indescribable anxiousness I'm feeling? I hope it just means I'm thinking too much. For the time being, we decided to finish our exploration of the final island and return to the hotel. It was already dark by the time we returned to the hotel. Alright. Is anybody over here? Ah. Are you alright, Sonia? I believe that there is no traitor. No. That is not the issue. After all, it is impossible. Why does Nagito not understand that? And furthermore, he made an insulting remark about Gundam. Gundam gave his life so he could teach us something important. Sonia. At the time, Gundam scolded me for attempting to stop his execution, but looking back on it, he would forgive me with a smile on his face, right? Yeah, definitely. Gundam stayed true to himself until the very end. I will never forget that. Don't! Don't ever! Hey, Akane. I'll do Nekomaru's share of the grunt work. I'm pretty confident about my strength. As long as nobody grabs my tail, there won't be any problems. You have a tail? Obviously, I'm joking. Don't be thinking stuff like, if you want to see a tail, I got one. If you grab it, it'll get even more powerful. Ha 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 ha! That's a terrible joke. It's even worse than a joke an old man would make. I'm sorry, I had a stroke trying to read that. If you want to see a tail, I got one. If you grab it, it'll get even more powerful. Okay. What's up, Fuyuhiko? Jeez, even her ignorance has a limit. What are you talking about this time? It's Sonia. She had the nerve to say she wanted to check out my body. Huh? Your body? Don't think about weird things, you bastard. It wasn't like that. I don't know where she heard it from, but she came up to me and said, real Yakuza are supposed to have tattoos, so show them to me. Oh, so that's what it was. It's not funny for her to tell me to strip right in front of her. Who does she think she is? Besides, tattoos aren't supposed to be gawked at. Does that... You didn't really deny the existence of your tattoos, bro. And plus, she's a princess. She can boss me around all she wants. For some reason, I'm really tired today. Well, since I walked around all day today, I was able to obtain several clues, although I'm not really certain if you can even call these clues. Instead, I feel like we're just suffering from more mysteries that don't make sense. This isn't good. As soon as nighttime hits, I can't stop thinking of all these pessimistic thoughts. This might be a bad habit of mine. I should just get some sleep for today, rest my mind for a while. And then, I'll give this some more thought tomorrow. Words are extremely dangerous. Unlike letters, words cannot be undone with erasers or the backspace. That's why you need to be extremely careful. Same goes for me. There was a time in my past when I went through a lot of trouble because of that. That's right, when I was being trained at the safari park, at the time, there were two animals at the park that I got along with. One was a squirrel named Sir Dietrich, and the other was a fox named Cha-Cha Jr. To be honest, Cha-Cha Jr. was really stupid. If a female employee tried to have a serious talk with him, he just stared at her boobs the whole time. That's why Sir Dietrich would order him to steal panties. And that idiot would get really happy when he exchanged the panties he stole for Dietrich's old undies. Also, this one time, the three of us went to a steakhouse, and the waiter asked, how would you like it cooked? Cha-Cha Jr. proudly said, with fire! Sir Dietrich was pretty crafty. He knew how to play Cha-Cha Jr. He made Cha-Cha Jr. abduct a fawn and drown it, then he saved that drowning fawn himself. And he made Cha-Cha Jr. tell everyone about it. Man, he really did some shady things. Anyway, the three of us were getting along together. We were living a fun life in the safari park. That's right, until the day I ended up saying those words. I accidentally said this to Cha-Cha Jr. Foxes are squirrels' natural enemies. Next day I stumbled across what was left of Dietrich Sr. He had been eaten. Good thing I immediately tattled to a male employee so he could put down Cha-Cha Jr. with a hunting rifle. Even now, I regret saying what I said back then. Jeez, squirrels have it rough. They have so many natural enemies. It's always the same. Pretty sure everyone's starting to meet up. For now, I should head over to the restaurant. Replace the nutrients you lost. Yo, Hajime, check it out. I'm already eating. As usual, you're eating a lot. Well, we might get locked in a place like the funhouse again, so I gotta eat when I can. Okay, now that we've finished our breakfast, let's jump right into the main topic. Hey, I'm still eating here. I just got here. I haven't had a chance to eat anything yet. It's okay, I'm pretty much done eating. You selfish little. And, of course, the main topic is about our plan to capture Nagito that we're supposed to carry out today. Are you really going to do it? Of course, I spent all night coming up with this plan. That means I haven't slept for 2 days straight. Don't you think my efforts should count for something? We get it. Hurry up and spill that plan of yours already. Well, I thought of several plans, but in the end, I figured a straightforward plan would be the best. One of us will be the decoy who lures Nagito into the lobby by telling him we need to talk to him there. And then at the best possible moment, the 2 task force members will move in and swiftly capture Nagito. So that's the plan. What do you think? It's easier to understand, so I'm cool with it. Anyway, are there any bananas left? So now I will present each of you with your role. Since it's my plan, I'll take the role of commander. I won't let anyone object to that. But commander sounds like the most fun. Hey, didn't I just say I won't let anyone object? Next, I'll present the 2 task force members. These big 2 roles go to you, Fuyuhiko and Akane. Yep, sure thing. Got no choice. And the person burdened with the core of this plan, the decoy who has to lure Nagito, I'll give that role to Chiaki Nanami. Huh? No way. What did you say? I mean, it's not like I ever agreed to this plan. It's gonna be fine. It's not like you're gonna tie him up. You're just gonna lure him. Besides, there's no way to ask Miss Sonia to take on such a dangerous role, you know? So please, I'm begging you. What a rude way to ask for help. If Mahiru was here, she would have beaten you up. I mean, you did say earlier that you definitely can't accept killing. Isn't that right? I need your help to stop another killing. And I didn't just say I'm begging you. And didn't I just say I'm begging you? Well, why are you snapping at her all of a sudden? Fine. You're gonna do it? Alright, then this lineup is perfect. Hey, Sonia and I have been given roles. What should we do? Sonia has a role of princess. That doesn't make any sense. And you're on chore duty. I want you to supply the rope we need to tie up Nagito. Denied! What? Why? If Hajime has nothing to do anyway, he shall accompany me. No, like I said, he needs to supply the rope. This is not a request. This is an order. An order, I tell you. There is somewhere I must go. Fine. If Hajime and Miss Sonia are free, it's fine. Good. Repeat that. If Hajime and Miss Sonia are free, it's fine. To object so forcefully. Where do you need to go, Sonia? I shall tell you in due time. We will be discovered if I speak too loudly. You're going to be alone with Hajime. At a secret place? For now, we'll carry out the plan tonight. All of you, make sure you prepare your bodies and minds. Is our commander going to be okay? His energy seems to have dropped pretty drastically. Let's all disperse for now. Now then, please come to the hotel lobby in 30 minutes. Yeah, sure thing. After our planning meeting had ended, I quickly finished eating my breakfast. By the time I had made it back to my cottage, it was already close to the time I agreed to meet Sonia. To the hotel lobby. Kazuichi sure is a... He's simping. Hey, Akane. It's pretty refreshing to eat food by the pool. She's still eating. You can't. Your teacher can't allow this plan. Shut the hell up, you useless rabbit. No, I won't be quiet. I cannot accept this plan. Hey, what happened? Well, that Monami bastard apparently heard about our plan. You can't. Your teacher can't allow this plan. It's not like we want to do this. We're just doing it because Nagito's dangerous. He's planning to kill someone. This is just self-defense. But I still can't ignore it. I just can't allow my students to fight amongst themselves. Love, love! Shut the hell up, you useless rabbit. Looks like they're talking in circles. It might be better if I just leave them alone. They keep shouting like that. Pretty sure Nagito might overhear them. Hajime, you are late. Huh? I'm right on time. Wait, should I have come a little earlier? A little earlier? In my country, you are severely punished if you don't arrive 13 minutes before an arranged meeting time. For such an orderly country, 13 minutes is a pretty arbitrary rule. Oh, I see. This is culture shock. Then I guess that can be overlooked. So where are you planning to go? I just have to come along, right? Of course. There's a place that pertains to this discovery we made yesterday. Jabrock Island Development Plan. Did you find out something about it? How should I say this? After reading this document over and over again, I suddenly realized the Future Foundation was planning to rebuild a facility on this island to use as their headquarters. We talked about the large administrative building on the central island, right? I couldn't find a building like that anywhere. Maybe they said something about a different island? Or what if their plans suddenly changed and they had to use a different facility? A different facility? Was there not a facility on this island inscribed with the symbol of the Future Foundation? As I recall, the ancient ruin on the second island has such a symbol on its door. Yeah, you're right. The Japanese word for future, mirai, was inscribed there. If that's the case, that ruin might be connected to the Future Foundation, right? The discrepancies in the document are strange, but there's no doubt that ruin is quite suspicious. You're right. I'd completely forgotten about it after being locked inside the funhouse, but the possibility that an ancient ruin is connected to the Future Foundation is incredibly high. I knew there was something strange about that place. Sonia, after hearing all this, I want to go there as much as you do. I'll definitely come with you. Then, I may not be competent, so please be patient with me. You can be as non-competent as you want. It is okay! You are okay! You are from another country. It matters not. Hey, Chiaki. Hey, what exactly does Kazuichi do as a commander? How should I know? In games, commanders are usually flags. Flags? If you defeat the commander, no matter how many of their units are left, you still secure a victory. Even damaging the commander is enough to decrease the opponent's morale. As far as plans go, it's a pretty standard tactic. Wonderful, that plan has my seal of approval. Continue to target the commander. You're totally mistaking who to fight. What's the point of targeting Kazuichi? You are right, what a shame. Shame? If Kazuichi heard that, his rapidly diminishing enthusiasm might plummet into the negatives. I don't know why, but I'm starting to feel sorry for that guy. Don't. He's a creep. He's trying way too hard. Oh, right. I should check on my pet now. You made another doo-doo. Man, I'm getting a little tired. What time is it even? It's probably only like 11. But I was awake till 4 a.m. last night playing this game, making videos. I went to bed and I got up around 11:30. At the ancient ruins on the second island, the word Mirai or future was inscribed on the door. The discrepancies in the document are strange, but there's no doubt that the ruin is quite suspicious. You are correct. Let us go, milady! Use my body as a meat shield! We must not let anything happen to an ultimate. Well, technically, we are an ultimate because we are the ultimate hope. We kept going no matter what. We were just like Makoto in DR1. In DR2, we're just another ultimate hope. Nagito is not going to be that lucky. We will. No matter how many times I see this place, it certainly gives me the willies. Well, we should not dwell on that. After all, we are here to look for clues. That's right, there's no doubt we'll find something here. Alright, let's start. If this is a real gun, is this building so important it requires this much security? Now that I'm taking a closer look at it, the door looks even stranger. For a building that looks pretty run down and shabby, this door looks very high-tech. Future, huh? Panel. The liquid crystal display next to the door. That's probably it. This is probably the key. The door will probably open if we input the correct numbers. We have discussed this before as well, but it would be dangerous to test it haphazardly. If we make a mistake, it's possible that we would be fired upon by that gun. I can think of no other reason for that gun to be there. As long as that's a possibility, it'd be bad if we acted recklessly. That is right. Courage and recklessness are completely different. If you were shot at by a gun like that, you would have more holes in you than a Beatrice's nest. You mean a bee's nest? In my country, we use the expression Beatrice's nest. Anyway, right now we definitely shouldn't test it out so recklessly. In order to open this door, we must find the password first, or destroy the door with some kind of explosive force. Nah, that's impossible. This door looks extremely sturdy. It's definitely better if we find out the password instead. Alright, all we have to do next is find out what the password is. It's a good thing we came here so we could at least find that out. You are right. But the problem is, where would we obtain that password? When we first came here, even Monokuma and Monami said they didn't know the password. They really don't know it. How are we supposed to find out? As usual, it's a mystery, huh? After finishing our investigation of the ancient ruin, Sonia and I decided to go back to our cottages for now. Where would we find the password? It's still the middle of the day. Looks like I have some free time. Now then, what should I do? Well, how about we talk to Chiaki? The lobby. To the lobby! Don't hate me, Chiaki! Sonya's no good, but I'm okay. What's that supposed to mean? What should I do? Should I hang out with Chiaki? Yeah, sure. I was gonna play some games until we're ready to execute the plan. Want to play with me? Absolutely! I spent time today playing games with Chiaki. Looks like Chiaki and I grew a little closer. What should I give her? Let's see. Chiaki Nanami. There she is. And Tips and Tips, Power Gauntlet, Nitro Racer. I have one of these. Hajime, you seem to be holding something pretty nice. Thank you. No one's ever given me such an awesome present before. Is she sleeping again? Hey, if you're that sleepy, why don't you just go back to your room and rest? No. Since you're here, let's talk. If you give up at this level, you'll never defeat the Warlock Lord. My adventure ended like this. That's all you're gonna get. Looks like she's half asleep. Huh? I can't believe you don't get my Shadowgate joke. Hey, if you're bored, do you want to go somewhere? You might wake up if you go for a walk. I want to go to a fun place. A fun place, huh? The supermarket. Should we go check out the supermarket? I like running over zombies with skateboards and wheelchairs. Chainsaws are the strongest, though. It sounds fun, so it's fine. I don't really know what it means, but I guess it's fine if Chiaki is okay with it. Chiaki and I walked to the supermarket together. We walked through the aisles and looked around without buying anything. Because this place is so big, it has an amazing selection of goods. Christmas ornaments, bamboo grass for the Star Festival. This place is too much of everything. What happened, Chiaki? What is this? These sweets look cute. Oh, those are sweet rice crackers for Girls' Day. Man, this place seriously has everything. I see, they're called sweet rice crackers. You eat them during Girls' Day, you know? What's Girls' Day? Huh? You know, it's on March 3rd. You're a girl. Didn't you celebrate with your family? Ah, crap. I'm sure she has reasons for not knowing, but even so, no, it's nothing. Forget about what I said. I don't really mind. I did have a family. My father. You had a father? Then your mother... No, I shouldn't ask about something like that. Hey, so what is Girls' Day anyway? It's a doll festival held on March 3rd. Dolls are set up so you can pray for girls' health and success. And then you eat stuff like sweet rice crackers or mochi that comes in different colors. I see. That's amazing, Hajime. You know a lot. It's nothing, really. I'm not saying everyone's supposed to know this. But for her not to know what Girls' Day is, what kind of past does Chiaki have? It's fun to go places with someone. Plus, you teach me lots of interesting things. Hey, let's go somewhere again, okay? Yeah, let's do this again. I made a promise and left the supermarket. I need to think about a place I can take Chiaki that will make her happy. Sick. That's why I couldn't get free time event number 3 in the funhouse. Because she wanted to go to the supermarket. Okay. I took Chiaki back to her room. Otherwise, she'd just find a random place to fall asleep if I let her be. Looks like I have some free time. What should I do now? This is the last one, isn't it? Yeah. 5 has 2. Let's go find Chiaki again. Okay, if I just wander around aimlessly, I'm not going to find her. She's still here. This is only free time event number 2. How should I lure out Nagito? Acting sexy definitely won't work. What should I do? What do you think I should do? Acting sexy definitely won't work. It'll work on me. I spent time today with Chiaki thinking of ways to lure out Nagito. Looks like Chiaki and I grew a little closer. What'd you like to give her? Well, tips and tips. It's the Power Gauntlet's okay, right? Yeah. Or Nitro Racer. Here we go. Isn't that a pretty rare item? This seems a little... I feel like I might raise the flag. Every single time. I can't believe how quickly she falls asleep in such a short time. Samurai head, Statue of Liberty. Ah, don't shoot the beam there. This is bad. Zombie Nation, eating up humans. She dreamed about a game. I have no idea what kind of game she's talking about. Ah, sorry, I think I was sleeping again. Were you playing a video game in your dream too? Yeah, it was fun because it was a shooting game. I see, so you like those kinds of games. I'm pretty all-inclusive. I play anything from Space Invaders to the latest military shooters. Ah, I also like simulation games. Right now, I play mainly real-time strategy games, but I like turn-based ones too. So, where do you want to go today? Yeah, how about we go to the ranch today? I don't really like animals that much. Huh? Really? They're warm when you touch them, you know? That's a little scary. It's kind of hard to guess what they'll do next. I'm better at games that use precision calculations, where success and failure is decided by numerical values. But it's hard for me to play games where I have to manage relationships and guess what the characters are feeling. I see. Maybe that has something to do with her upbringing. I don't want to do things Chucky will hate, but it feels lonely to just leave her like this. How about we look at the animals from far away? The ones at the ranch are pretty tame. You can even try to touch them if it looks safe. Okay. If you teach me lots of things, it'll probably be okay, I think. Is she relying on me? If so, that makes me happy. Jack and I decided to walk to the ranch. Oh my, it's a cow. I wonder if it's gonna dance like the one in Dancing Eyes. That might be a little difficult. Maybe I should try touching it a little. Jockey walked up to the cow and cautiously pet its back. The cow seemed not to mind and continued silently eating grass. Wow, it's really warm. Well, that's because it's alive. I see. You're right. Unlike humans, animals don't mind being touched that much. So that might make it easier for me. If you touch a person, something is born from that interaction, right? Repulsion, anticipation, whatever. I'm nervous about stuff like that. It makes me think I'm better off not doing anything unnecessary. Like, it's better if I just stay an innocent bystander for as long as I can. Jockey's feelings seem a little odd, but I do understand where she's coming from. I hope one day she can touch not just cows, but people too. Ah, you know. If we milk this cow, I'm sure the fresh milk must be really tasty. Milk this cow? Huh? You know that milk comes from the cows, right? What do you mean from? Milk is milk, right? You know, if you pull a cow's udders, milk comes out. You only need one cow to get as much milk as you want. As much as you want? But if you try to cut open a milk bottle, a cow comes out of it, right? And it dances, right? I knew it. It's definitely Dancing Eyes. Seriously, what kind of game is she talking about? I explained how milk works to Chiaki in detail. Why are there so many things she doesn't know? As usual, Chiaki is full of mysteries. Chiaki started to feel sleepy from playing too much, so after sending her off, I returned to my room. She is so cute. Looks like it's starting to get dark. The doorbell? Is someone here? Instinctively, my entire body tensed up. I knew it was probably someone like Sonia or maybe Kazuichi. But regardless, I was nervous. Not that I can help it. I mean, so much has happened since we arrived at this island. While mumbling to myself, I quietly opened my cottage door. Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito? Well, why is he here? What are you doing here? You sure ask weird questions. I mean, you guys all have business with me, right? Huh? Chiaki invited me to the lobby. She said she had something she wanted me to talk about. Everyone put her up to that, right? He's already found out about our plan. Looks like that's a bingo, huh? But it's a good timing. I have some business with you guys, too. You do? If everyone's already at the lobby, that saves me a lot of trouble. And I want you to come to the lobby, too, even though you're not directly involved with the plan. You even know that? Just as I thought. You were left out, huh? That's understandable. Since you're the only one who is an ultimate, you've basically been left out from the start. I'm only joking. Don't make such a scary face. Your joke isn't funny. You shouldn't take me so seriously. Oh well, anyway, let's hurry over to the lobby. I don't know the details of your plan, so I'm actually looking forward to it. I wonder what you guys are going to do to me. When we first arrived at this island, we were friends who explored this place together, so let's go already. Fine, let's go. Yeah. I don't know what he's thinking, but as long as we capture him, we'll have the advantage. I won't let him do as he pleases anymore. If Shiaki has summoned Nagito, then the plan has already started. Fuyuhiko and Akane should be waiting inside for Nagito. What happened, Hajime? Why are you so nervous about? I'm not nervous. You're a terrible actor. Oh, well, if you're going to go slow like that, I'll go inside first. As I hesitated in front of the door, Nagito walked past me and entered the hotel lobby. And that's when it happened. How long have I been going? About an hour. And that's when it happened. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a bright light. The air shook. An explosion of darkness overtook me, and I was unable to see anything. I probably lost consciousness. Shortly after the impact, I managed to open my eyes slightly. Is Kazuichi alright? What's going on? Are the words that left my mouth, but they vanished before they ever reached my ears. They were drowned out by the sound of terrifying laughter. I looked up and saw the source of that laughter. Hmm? Actual? Bomb? Oh, thank God, Kazuichi's alright. My, this guy. I'm totally shocked. Seriously, I'm totally shocked. That's all I can say about this turn of events. The bombs I set are timed. They're gonna go off in 2 days at noon. I've prepared so many powerful bombs that the one that just exploded doesn't even compare. According to my calculations, they're powerful enough to blow up an entire island. Which means in 2 days at noon, this island is destined to sink into the sea. Are you serious? Do you really think I'd go this far for a joke? Where did you set him up? I can't tell you. It'd be easy to leave you on your own, but it just wouldn't be fair if I did that. So how about this? If the traitor comes forward and reveals their identity to me, I'll tell them where I hid the bombs. Huh? How about what? What in the world's going on? Is everyone alright? Come on, don't get in the way. Nagato is in the middle of weeding out the traitor. Nagato, what are you planning to do? Do I really have to say it? It's no use. I mean, the traitor shouldn't be able to reveal their identity on their own. What does that mean? Do I really have to say it? My, you guys are totally eyeing each other and letting sparks fly. I'm getting all hot and bothered. Don't just stand there. Why don't you stop him? Huh? Stop him? Why do I have to stop him? The rules, remember? The same Blackened can only kill a max of 2 people. If he blows up the entire island, that's going to kill way more than just 2 people. I see. You sure have a good memory. Like you said, if any student breaks a rule, I will have to punish them severely. But that's only when someone breaks that rule, right? You can't punish someone for breaking a rule before they've broken it, right? Yep, saying you're going to break the rules isn't against the rules. So right now, there's no way I can punish this. What the hell? Punishment always happens afterward, not before. That's just the rules of society, right? Extreme violence is prohibited. Hope fragments, mutual prosperity. Lead teacher cannot directly interfere. Destroying any property without permission is expressly prohibited. But even so, there's no need to worry about that in the first place. As long as the traitor comes forward, this can all be resolved peacefully. It'll all be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So, it's definitely going to be alright. After he said that, Nagito walked away. He just walked away. Couldn't even stop him. I felt afraid of Nagito. The madness emanating from Nagito's body was seeping into my bones. I never expected him to go this far. Nagito is so reliable. I don't have to do anything because he's shaking things up. That bastard. I'll never forgive him. Is he fucking serious about those bombs? As long as the traitor comes forward, he'll say where the bombs are, right? Is that his goal? Then I'm begging you guys. It doesn't matter who does it. Someone just has to come forward. Hey, I'm begging you guys. No matter how long we waited, no one was willing to come forward. What Nagito said yesterday, I'll weed out the traitor even if it costs me my life. I finally understand what he meant. Nagito took this entire island hostage and created a situation where the traitor has to come forward. That is Nagito's goal. But what is he planning to do if the traitor doesn't come forward? Is he really going to blow up the entire island? We have to get into the Future Foundation headquarters. My motto is to do a good deed every day. When I was at the bar and shouted, "Can I get a Sam?" the female bartender happily answered, "Sure thing. Makes me so happy when someone else is this happy. Doing a good deed every day is awesome." But inside, that woman probably thought I was a loser for sitting alone at a cheap bar in the middle of the night. Damn it, I can't keep up with this crap. Hey, Sweet Cheeks, give me another Sam. Huh? Not a Sam Adams. I'm obviously talking about raw salmon. And here's some good news for you. I haven't imbued the smell of vanilla into the Monokuma plushies. It's effective aromatherapy and it'll definitely calm everyone's nerves if they're agitated. Available in the near future. That's it for Monokuma's shopping corner. I've been resting since the explosion yesterday, but my body still hurts. A dull metallic sound is ringing in my ears, and the back of my head feels hot. I can't think straight, but I can't afford to spend the whole day resting. I immediately left my cottage. Cottage. Hey, it's you, right? You're the traitor, aren't you? What the hell are you saying? Come on, just admit it already. If you don't, we're all gonna die. I'm not the traitor. I'm begging you. It doesn't matter who admits it. Just save me. Get a hold of yourself, Kazuichi. Complaining won't change anything, okay? I know that, but what else can we do? We need to think about that with the others. So, let's hurry over to the restaurant. Damn it. Hey, Kane. Oh, it's you. You're covered in sweat. I was looking for Nagito. This traitor stuff bugs the crap out of me. I just have to beat him up and make him tell us where the bombs are. But I can't find him anywhere. Is he hiding or something? Starting to get hungry. Maybe I should go back to the restaurant. Kinda looks pretty frustrated. Guess that makes sense after what happened yesterday. Damn it, what's going to happen to us now? We're gonna be fine. I hope. Just tell me Chiaki is okay. Yo, Hajime, how you feeling? Not good, but not so bad I can't move. Then you're okay. I'm not okay at all. My ears are seriously ringing. My eardrum is definitely ruptured. I need to hurry and have a doctor look at it. So, what should we do now? What can we do? How troubling. If the traitor would just come forward, this problem would be resolved in no time. Nagito, what did you... Good morning. Came to motivate you guys since you're just laying around. Didn't I tell you yesterday the bombs are set to go off in 2 days at noon? Well, you've got 1 day left. Come on, you better hurry. Hurry, I'm not the one who has to come forward. The traitor does, right? Well, that's probably true. But even if this does depend on the traitor, your attitudes aren't admirable at all. I mean, real hope is when you confront a hopeless difficulty that's standing before you, right? And despite that, you guys are all ready to give up. What does that mean? Or is this your limit? If so, it makes me laugh to think I ever called you symbols of hope. Bastard, you better knock it off. Keep your shirt on. I took the time to come bring you guys a valuable hint. Wouldn't it be bad if I changed my mind? Huh? Did you just say hint? Nagito, what's your hint? Oh, you finally have hope? That makes me happy. But who freaking cares about that? Hurry up and tell us what the hint is. Well, it's about the bomb's hiding place. I hid it somewhere you guys haven't been before. Somewhere we have not been before? I don't need any hints. Just tell us the answer. If you don't, I'll make you spit it out. So stop it. What are you going to do if he sets off another bomb? Good judgment. If you guys have time to pick a fight with me, then you should start searching for the bombs already. Then I'll just crush you to pieces later. How scary. Why did you give us a hint? Well, if the traitor sees their friends working hard, they may feel inclined to come forward, you know? Who cares? The traitor might not even exist. All we need to do is find the damn bombs. Let's go. Take care. Oh, by the way, I'll be waiting here, so if you want to reveal yourself, come see me anytime. Mr. or Miss Traitor. We left the restaurant as Nagito's muffled laughter trailed behind us. Alright, somewhere we haven't been before. Kazuichi, why did you stop me? Huh? What are you talking about? If you hadn't stopped me, I could have crushed Nagato to pieces. You're too fired up, dumbass. Calm the fuck down at least. More importantly, let us all head over to the ancient ruin. Huh? The ruin? Nagato said that the bombs are hidden somewhere we have never been before. If that is the case, the inside of that ruin is the only place I can think of. No, there was one other place too. What was it again? The castle at the amusement park. What's its name? Are you talking about that Natsumi Castle? You don't get it at all. He freaking means Nezumi Castle. Then we have those two places to choose from, but we won't be able to enter the ancient room without a password. What should we do? A password, huh? I'm guessing we still don't have any clues to that. That probably goes for Nagato too. He wouldn't be able to enter without the password either, right? If that's the case, it's hard to think the bombs were set inside the ancient ruin, right? So, we should try going to Nezumi Castle first. But isn't that dangerous? I mean, what if it was Nagato's trap all along? Monokuma's trap, Monami's trap, and now Nagato's trap. If we keep worrying about shit like that, we won't get anything done, dumbass. You're totally fired up, too. Two! Anyway, we should try going there at least. We don't have time to stand around doing nothing. Full speed ahead! Full speed ahead! Alright, we'll tackle Nezumi Castle first. Chiaki better be careful. I can't believe I called Mikon best girl. Well, that was before she had the despair disease. So Chiaki is now best girl, because one died and became stupid. See, there's an outline around everything now. Or almost everything. It's like, we're either inside a computer simulation that's glitched, or I'm just overthinking things, because it definitely looks like this is real life. Okay, it doesn't ever increase past 10. Okay, but I mean, when we were at the beach, the sky suddenly went gray. So how do we explain this without the computer simulation theory? I mean, that also explains the freaking door. Let's see, number 2, it was number 4. Or island number 3. It was island number 4. I'm gonna level up once. There we go. Good. Let's see, Nezumi Castle. Hey, check it out. The entrance is destroyed. It's been blown to bits as if someone set off a bomb. If that's true, it looks like this place was spot on. But then the bombs are inside here. That's what it looks like. Now let's try going inside, but we need to be careful. We need to pay as much attention as we can. You're right. Then let's go. After forcing a dry swallow, I nervously stepped through the door. And there... What is this place? I thought the inside would look more lighthearted than this. The ambience feels similar to that of a temple or a church. However, is this me or does it seem like there are no bombs to be found here? No, it's not just you. If the bombs are strong enough to blow up the entire island, they should be pretty big. But I don't see anything. I don't see a place where they could be hidden either. Then the bombs aren't here? The bombs aren't here, but even so, I feel like there's something suspicious here. But why? It feels like this place is different somehow. This feeling, it's the same feeling I felt when I saw that ancient ruin. Okay, I'm gonna have to end this here because I've gone an hour and a half, and we gotta split this into shorter episodes. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This game is almost done, and hopefully we can get somewhere in the next episode. So, that being said, I will see you then. Bye-bye!